subscribe with notifications on.
I was able to sustain 1 year. Then, when I got fired, what happened is that I actually decided I was done. Actually, no. This is what happened. I had a stand in Mamelodi, in Pretoria. I got a stand when I was staying in an RDP house. I got a stand, I was waiting for these new stands, So the government gave us new stands and they started building and so forth. Started building a nice house in Mamelodi, Extension 6. In Extension 6. So I stayed. I'll give you guys my story about travel. Right. I just want to quickly share my story how I traveled from Johannesburg to Cape Town with 1 rand. Tell me, please, I'm busy. Understand? So, how I traveled from Johannesburg to Cape Town with 1 rand. I'll tell you what happened. So I had a stand. And then when I had a stand, it happened that on my stand that I actually sold my stand. I sold my stand and I sold it for about 25,000 rand. 25,000 rand, and then I decided I want to go to Joburg. That's when I got a job in Johannesburg. Alright. Then, as I was in Johannesburg, working in Johannesburg like that, then I got fired. Right. Before I got fired, let me tell you what happened after I sold my stand. I sold my stand for 25,000 rand. I bought a ticket, flight ticket, me and my friend. I had another guy, a Zimbabwean friend. This guy, he was always a risker. This guy was a risker. He told me how he used to risk and so forth and all those type of things. How he went to try flying out from South Africa, going to London, and then he went through some other countries, through Portugal. Sometimes he will go through Germany, but they will always send him back. Always send him back. So I said, but this guy is a risker. Remember on my video yesterday, I said, imitate those foreigners, imitate those guys. That's what I did. So this guy said to me, look bro, we are going to find very excellent jobs in the UK. I'm preparing myself to fly out. So I said, look, my man, I just sold my stand for 25,000 rand and I've got cash with me. Oh, you've got cash? I said, yes. I said, brother, you know what? Because you are a South African. I think if I can go with you, things will be better. Now, here's what we're going to do. Let's buy tickets, let's buy flight tickets, and we just go to London. Remember that time, we had no visa, we only had passport. Unfortunately for me, I had only a temporary passport. I didn't wait for my passport to come out, because I was actually in a rush. I wanted to go fly out of South Africa. I wanted to go out and find a job in London, in the UK. So I bought a ticket. We all bought tickets, flight tickets, me and my brother. So we decided now, let's go to OR Tambo. OR Tambo, when we got there, we got another lady. We told her, look, we want to go out of this country. But now, we need you to help us. Because when you're supposed to go out of the country, there is a lot of things they need. You have to go through immigrations, officers and all those type of things. So the lady, a colored lady, we paid her 4,000 rand. We paid her 4,000 rand. She put us on a jumbo flight, double-decker jumbo flight. Me, Mr. K, first time on a jumbo flight. Well, you know what? it was so nice, guys. It was so nice. It was the first time me flying. What a jumbo flight! Oh, so she put us in. Well, when we didn't even go through this, passport control, she took our passport. She went to there to get the passport stamped and everything, and she sent us straight into the plane. Went to the plane. Then, as the flight was cruising, the whole night, we left around 10 o'clock in the evening. Then, in the middle of the night, this guy said, the Zimbabwean guy said, hey, my friend, you know what? This is what we are going to do. My sister is in London. I'm going to share my story with you. This is what you must do. You must say when you arrive there. But now, we are going to separate when we arrive in London. I said, yeah. Okay, how are we going to do it? He said, look, we tear our passports out here in the plane. We have to flash it. We must arrive in London without no passport. I said, what? Me? Tearing my passport? Never. I will never do that. Me tearing my passport? Never. He said, brother, if you want to be in London, this is the only way. Tear your passport out. And that guy went to the toilet, take the passport like this, he flashed it. I said, never, we'll never do that. Guys, sometimes taking risk is worth it. I took a risk. Sold my stand. I had no stand, no more. I've got this cash with me. I decided, you know what? Even in London, when they say they want to check, because you don't know when you arrive in London as you are a visitor. This is why I need to share with you guys. If you are a visitor in London, right, you need to have a certain amount in your bank account. And that amount is money that they are going to check, okay, you are able to sustain yourself. But unfortunately, when we arrived in London, I had my passport with me. The guy said we are going to separate ways. They mustn't see that we're together. I said, fine. Now, we have to go passport control now. They checked my passport. They asked him, where's your passport? He said, I don't have a passport. How did you get into the plane? He said, no, I paid somebody in South Africa to get into the plane. Do you know the person? He said, no, I don't know the person. I just paid him for him to, I just paid her for her to put me in the plane. And they asked me. So we went separate, they took the guy, I don't know where they were taking him to. They put him in another room. And they took me for interrogation now. Now we are going to be interviewed, ask questions. They are going to ask questions. So as we're asking questions and all those type of things, so the story, because I had to lie and said, my sister is in London. Now he gave me his sister's number. The immigration officers, they called the sister and they asked questions. When was the last time you saw your sister? When was the last time you spoke to your sister? When was the last time your sister flew out of UK? I said, you know what? I've been tagging you a man, they man now it's getting I didn't know what to say. You know what? They said, you know what, you are not a legitimate visitor. You are not a legitimate visitor. As such, we are going to put you back on the next flight. You're going back to South Africa. What? Yes, you're going back to South Africa. My brother, they took him there because he doesn't have a passport. He can't go back to the flight. They took him to the street kids. They put him there to a place where there's kids, he will stay there and so forth. So they decided they would take him to somewhere in London because he told them that his sister is in London. And fortunately he knew the address. And they said, okay, we are going to take you in, and we are going to, while we're investigating, we'll put you there. So they